was awful, wasn't it? Welcome back. This Hateletter goes out to slams, and you know, it's an occupational hazard. It goes with the territory. If you're gonna skate, you're going down. It's only a matter of time. And it's also a Hateletter to broken bones. So any of you skaters out there have suffered broken bones, sprained ankles, you know, any kind of hip problems or whatever, dislocation, then this is where you need to be, because my Hateletters going out to slams. And you know, that first slam was like really bad with Danny Way, but you know, I mean, you know, Jake Brown's slam at the X Games was crazy because it blew his shoes off. I mean, I've never seen a slam like that. Up until that time, you know, the worst slam I saw was Chris Miller's corner air at Upland. Lock up, bam, you know. And he didn't get up. Jake Brown got up, walked away. I mean, I'm not saying Chris Miller's a pussy for not getting up. He was out cold. You know what I mean? You stay in this game long enough. I mean, I've locked up, you know, and actually locked up and gone like that and made it, you know. But I mean, you're gonna lock up. Locking up is like the worst thing in the world, and breaking your arms. I think I read something in Thrasher one time. John Grigley was at a Del Mar contest. Grasso might even have been there, so he might be able to talk about it. But I think he did something that just smashed his arm into a million pieces. Bone was coming out of the skin because I think it was either Thrasher or Transworld did the write up on it. And they said that it was just gnarly, the worst thing that I've ever seen. I've seen some slams that would rattle your, you know, just shake your foundation from every, like the Wilson Ramp crew, guys in Wilson, North Carolina. I was out there skating, and a guy, dew had settled on the ramp, and it was a metal surface ramp with pool coping, 24-foot wide. And the thing is, with that ramp is, you get dew on a metal ramp, so you're going down, somebody's going to get hurt. I mean, it's just the worst shit, I mean, imaginable. And you know, I'm just out there, you know, we went to skate the ramp. This guy's like doing kick turns, obviously a beginner, you know, he couldn't really do anything. All of a sudden I just hear this, because this guy was like big, like a husky guy, and he had fallen and just busted, like his teeth were just snapped off, like mid-incisor, you know, everything. And we're like going, oh, what the hell, you know, we didn't really hit that bad till we found the teeth on the ramp. You know, Jesse was like, oh, we need to put those, you know, he was half laughing and half serious, and I mean, we were all in shock, really. The guy's teeth were on the ramp. He's like, you need to put those teeth in milk. I'm like, milk, whatever, yeah, you know, you gotta get them to the dentist or whatever. But I mean, that was just a weird situation where somebody got really badly hurt. The only time I ever broke any bones, I hadn't been skating that much. I've been surfing, like more than skating. And I went to this guy's, that used to be our city ramp. They cut it down, and he was on that ramp. And I got on the ramp and was just basically doing like all the slides I learned, you know, slides to fakie, ollie reverts, like that kind of thing. And was doing like a slide to fakie and hit a countersunk screw that wasn't countersunk. Son of a bitch didn't. But anyway, down I went on my, you know, here my left arm on the back, and you know, I didn't, at the time I didn't feel like I had broken anything, but later that night, you know, it swelled up, it got cold, you know, and I'm like, next day you need to go to the hospital. So I went there, and they put like a black cast on it. And I kept skating with my broken wrist, you know, but I couldn't go surfing, and we had epic swell, you know, of course. Murphy's Law struck, and finally I just got tired of it and took a hacksaw and cut that thing off. My skin was all moldy and falling off, but I continued to skate with that thing on. About the punkest thing I've ever seen was the old Eric Grisham Sure Grip video, which is actually a Hateletter in itself. It had Jason Jesse, young Jason Jesse, I guess when he was still riding for Vision, just absolutely destroying. It was the punkest thing I'd ever seen up to that point. Just destroying this ramp, doing frontside ollies, everything with a white plaster cast on his arm. I just couldn't believe it. He was skate the Good Guys by TSOL, and I was like, just a perfect soundtrack. And that's just pretty much it. It's my hate letter to slams. Stay safe.